best of threes to see who will make it through to the semis.
Dreams will be crushed, and so will the keys, as we've seen them in our move it up as the day goes. But let's introduce our team, starting off with Team Vitality. Apex, Zayu, Flames, Spinks, and Mezzi. They are Team Vitality!
And they are a team walking out as favorites. The team they're taking on, yes, on paper, they will be the underdogs, but they do not feel that in their hearts. Please welcome Riyadh, please welcome Virtus.Pro. And let us introduce that team for you, starting with Norbert, Jane, Faye, Flit, and Electronic. They are Virtus.Pro. And what a game we have for you today. A best of three, a quarter-final. The winner goes through to the semi. The loser, they get crushed in two ways.
Absolutely, they get crushed on stage, and they have to give their key away to the winning team.
So brutal. It's so brutal.
I mean, everybody's been calling it the Boulevard of Broken Dreams. Memes also, if you want to go down the road here for Stunna, but I'm really looking forward to this match.
The Boulevard of Broken Keys.
Absolutely, we'll keep it at that. But that was it for us introducing the teams, getting them on stage, but let's get our game ready. Back to the studio.
So Vitality on the stage, VP on the stage, and now two gentlemen on my stage trying to tell me who's going to win this game.
Why are you catching strays?
Oh yeah, what's going on here?
I'm shocked. Like, I've got Moses and Dinko on my back. OJ, he's never gotten off my back. So you tell me.
It's okay, we got you. This is a safe space. Nothing can happen to you. We'll protect you, we'll hype you up, give you high fives if you need, all of the good stuff.
I tucked in my shirt today, so I feel already awkward enough. Didn't need any of that. Thank you very much. Yeah, so Huddle's in, and it's time to get serious here. So key factors here that's going to keep Vitality from winning this game. Yanko.
I think just their style, it's a little bit predictable, right? Okay, they're playing good Counter-Strike, they're proactive. We say that's good Counter-Strike, but you can't do it the same way all the time. And I think a team like VP is very good at punishing that, and that's what could potentially give them an edge in this matchup.
Yeah, and if you just saw it, those were our STCplay.gg results. We asked you to predict. What is it, Maniac? You look troubled.
Yeah, of course I look troubled. Anytime Vitality goes to stage, I look a little troubled.
His nickname is Maniac.
I've accepted it.
Troubled.
I have accepted it. I agree with Yanko. I think the proactivity from Vitality very often just hides an ugly truth about how to play the mid-round a bit more calmly on the CT side, how to go for information gathering, how to have these moves that a team that is in confidence actually plays out. I don't think this is something they could have practiced during the break, but I hope they have this philosophy in mind, this mind state, or the state of mind rather, of going for information, being fluid, being spontaneous on the server, and that's not something that we've seen from them in the past few weeks.
No, and we haven't. There's a bit of poise, there's a bit of approach, right? There's a bit of demeanor, and that's kind of what we were talking about before. You're seeing your teammates get frustrated off of things that they can't control, and then that somehow is infectious. It's somehow contagious.
Yeah, it's the issue of like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? If you start losing rounds, and in the back of your mind you believe that you're going to lose the next round, that leads you to play slightly worse, slightly force it, which leads you to actually lose the round, which leads you to be slightly worse. That is the principle of a vicious cycle, which Vitality have found themselves in a few times.
And talking about, you know, Vitality maybe being a little bit one-dimensional in that approach, same applies for VP. You know, they're a little bit too default-based, a little bit too slow, which again is something that Vitality can use against them. And then you're hoping for VP to have added and sprinkled in some of those faster things to make them more difficult to read.
Let's sprinkle ourselves into the game. How about that? Let's go ahead and do this one. It's a quarterfinal. We got Vitality, we got VP, and it's the Esports World Cup. Chad, Alex, take it away.
It is indeed the Esports World Cup, and a big one. We're going to be having these playoff games throughout the day. This is our quarterfinal, Team Vitality and Virtus.Pro. What do you reckon, Chad? Team Vitality, so far, so good out of the break?
One series, it does make it a little bit more difficult to, you know, really gauge exactly what to expect from these teams. But when we look at it within the microcosm of the Esports World Cup, yeah, great. You've won your series, you haven't dropped a map.
What more could you ask for?
Exactly. The same to be said for VP, who had a tougher opponent of complexity, or that could be argued with their loss to M80, but either way.
Flit's going to be cooking up some util to get the boys into B. ZywOo, however, has got a lot on his plate. 12 bullets in that USP. Let's see if he can dispatch a majority of VP before the cavalry arrive. You can see they've already cleared out ramp.
Well, rotation is going to be miles away if VP hit the go.
Now, what are they waiting for? It's actually giving the CTs a bit more time here.
Well, Electronic is the probe. He's seeing how much room he can find. Hasn't taken any contact.
Oh wait, my mini-mouse bug. Cool.
Yeah, you just hit a Alt-R.
Done.
An Alt-R for the refresh, but Electronic's made a lot of space. I don't think he's been heard. Oh, okay, well, he's been noted now.
ZywOo, you've been here this whole time. He's tracked one across and, ooh, doesn't nail the first. Now that he's noted and he's deleted. Good work eventually. Moving 3. Spinks takes one as well. So everyone's kind of got their one. It's time for Flames and Mezzi to do the same.
From Flamesy, though.
He can't deny the plant, but he has got the element of surprise. No, he hasn't. Flit immediately catches a glimpse of him. And Mezzi's got a duel with Electronic as well. This is uncomfortable for Vitality now. Flames trying to be proactive. Jumps out of the apartments and has managed to land a bullet into Electronic. Mezzi pushed, and damn, Flit looking good. He finds the necessary frags. Electronic and Flit with a double kill to start us off.
Yeah, that looked great from Flamesy in terms of just jumping out the window to avoid the van player and trying to isolate that one fight towards the front of the market door. And, you know, having ZywOo over towards B as the worst case. All right, guys, we'll be the pack. We'll go and try and take this space. And they got that information over towards A. You have ZywOo in case they come early.
What's up?
Great on pistols. Let's see if he can get away with one. The rotation from Vitality was there in time due to allowing Electronic on that probe. So pistol round to VP on their map choice. A great T-side start, but into the force buy for round number 2.
Ce faceți?
With the scout.
Yo.
Some pistol upgrades.
What's up?
Light bit of util. Apex.
Got a similar call.
B. Yeah, very
Scuze de mica întârziere.
He had a nice way of putting it. The proactivity.
Cum ai ești? Uite, trebuie să-mi iau medicamentele acum, că n-am apucat.
I'm paraphrasing him a little bit here, but they're ugly mid-rounds.
Oh yeah, we saw that on Vertigo. That's why we're not going to be playing that.
Bă, numai puțin îmi iau pastilele, bine?
Leaping out of the apartments does take down the only Vitality defender of this B-bomb site. So I guess you go for a second bite into the third round, considering you full investment here, just the one loss.
I wonder, you know, what we're going to see if Vitality have changed anything on this map, because there's conversations, and I don't know that we need to get too deep into them at the moment, but it's about how some of the players could be used. And Apex is one of these in-game leaders who likes to play map control positions on the CT side, being connector. How the pistol round and a force buy, normally you do things a little bit more out of the box, right? You're either hoping you get the stat correctly. They had an aggression on that CT side. So we'll see when we get to the rifle rounds if anything has changed for this team within the break. Because I know one of the conclusions that some of the minds of Counter-Strike out there come to is it feels like Vitality might not have trust, or at least Apex from the leadership position, in some of the players to make the right decisions. So he plays those spots. And you can be very influential as an in-game leader in those spots, but one of the things you want to avoid is getting in-game leader brain where you're focusing too much on the radar and rotations, because you get caught out in a very key position on the map. You need to be finding impact. But, you know, we watch some Apex games on Nuke when he's outside, right? He's mauling players with smoke spams. Well, nice movement from Norbert. They're making that one look beautiful. So he's no slouch, but, well, you know, sometimes he is, sometimes he isn't.
Yeah.
But you have to take the good with the bad, right?
Yeah, he's a little volatile in the fragging department.
And in the emotions. That's why we love him.
Oh, look at this mid-push. And it looks like Flit's been set up for success, unable to land the transfer, so just a one and done. Spink's good to shut him down mid-range. Continues to push forward. Norbert's just taking this space. Wow, perfect punish here from VP. And already it feels like Vitality haven't had a chance to play. Sure, the pistol, but into the second and third, it's just been abusing this B-bomb site.
Precisely.
Flame's gone.
I think that's a key that you've just highlighted. So within the early stages of this match, they've just conditioned the B-bomb side, or at least the idea that this is the side they're going to be hitting. So we'll see if that continues going into the gun rounds.
Like, they're professional players at Elite Vitality. You know, they're not going to be kind of under the impression like, okay, they're going to keep coming. But it is proof from VP, like, hey, you know, we'll happily waltz in. If you're not playing bodies on B, we can already be getting that bomb down.
I think that was something that happened yesterday with G2 going up against Spirit on Ancient, right, with those calls from G2 to go towards A time after time. And that's a map where you do the heavy press mid, you do the heavy press B, and maybe you leave A under fortified or not fortified at all. And then it's a game of bluff. Okay, hold up, they just did an A play. Surely now they think they've conditioned us, we'll play somebody, and you go again. And how deep does this rabbit hole go?
Yeah,
Mulțumesc de răbdare.
Taking these smaller, lesser occupied sites. Looks like Flames has got his headset off. We may have a small delay. Just adjusting his earpiece, I think.
Ce faceți?
Conversation with the admin team.
Vor să facă ăștia de la NAVI Academiei iar? Pe lângă NAVI Junior, adică Carol? Adică Carol, scuze. Salut, John PX.
Yeah, you did. You're a naughty boy.
I'm going to stay up late again.
Past your bedtime.
G2 Spirit was a banger, and I had to go 3 just to really screw my sleep schedule. But we also had NAVI FaZe.
You gonna stay up for that one?
I have to.
All right.
I have to. I'm intrigued. I'm
Major
very
grand
intrigued.
final rematch?
Yeah, and I'm just interested to see what form FaZe are in. I haven't been watching much of their...
Poți să Insta story? Wow.
It was FlyQuest they played against, and it was two very.
Ia să vedem Vitality Virtus Pro. Oh, 3-0 Virtus Pro momentan. Interesting.
So yeah, I'm going to be interested to see what FaZe are doing up against an opponent that they'll be giving full respect to.
Well, here we go. It looks like B once more, or at least the early probe. Early util lobbed out, flash forward, extinguish and go.
Ce tare joacă Virtus Pro.
Look at the damage. They weather the storm.
That's a 1G.
Bit of a 1G, yeah. Fame takes himself down, and they've locked it down. Oh, this is dreamy. We were just talking about conditioning. One way to say no is to have 5 alive as they try and do a pace switch, charging into B on the first gun round.
La câta oră au făcut asta Virtus Pro? Eu că am citit.
Running through the Molotov, running into their own Molotovs, and there it is. One little blemish on the record with the HE from Electronic, but yeah, Apex, he knows what that means. It's a message to James saying, try someone else.
That feels really good. The fact that you're able to shut that down with just the 2 players over towards the B bomb site and also make Fame look a little bit funny. You can see just getting chunked down as he drops into his own flames. So he's going to be feeling a little bit silly about that one, but that's sometimes just the way she goes. All right, VP, do we see you transition now into something a little bit more default heavy? No, we'll just continue the pack rolls, but we've knocked on one door plenty of times.
Mai bine de la zi la alta.
This is a game show.
It is, and it's funny that they are going to be starting quite heavy towards the mid. Poor Apex.
4 la rând apartamente, mersi Mihai. Ce faci, Riu? S-a chinuit Apex un pic. Bine. Bun tracking. Am arătat să facă 3-3 Vitality. Nice. Nice combo. Nice combo. Și a ținut direct dreapta riflerul după aceea. Timp ce Zai o ținea stânga. Superb, Zaio. Trigger discipline. Dar e 1v4, dacă era 1v3 avea o șansă, așa mi se pare oricum greu. 1 și automat a scăpat pe Mezi. Nice try.
I like the decision to go for the ult first, right? Because you get the jump on Zywoo on top of Ticket, and then you think Mezzi's still going to be in front of you as you swing the crosshair back. But the fact he jumped up on the bottom, you see him flip around with the crosshair, go, wait, where the hell did he go? So that one's a bit unfortunate for Norbert there. But these direct approaches from VP, you see Apex there laboured. Fortunate that he got one, but another decent shutdown from Vitality. I wonder if these direct approaches from VP are trying to account for the fact that they think Vitality will be aggressive on the CT side in moments, just looking to try and win rounds. You know, shoving all in mid, can they win it there? Going aggressive towards A with some pushes like we saw on Pistol.
Like, we're already into round 6, nearly halfway through this attacking half.
Frumos ar fi fost, da? 3-3, v-am zis. Au scos 3-3. Ce hype e bătrânul.
Vitality in control of the rhythm of the game, right? The pistol with the conversions, we were talking about the conditioning towards B, well, it's being completely flipped on the head. You go for a B rush on the first gun round, you get shut down by Vitality. Then you go in towards an A execute, sure, you get towards the site, you get the bomb down, but you still get absolutely smothered as you try and take that space.
Băi, uitați acolo de butonul de like, am ajutat foarte mult, stați să dau și eu că am intrat live.
And you get mauled there too. Vitality had it literally every single member cheating over, multiple players in connector, window and short for the fight.
Is James just having a chat, or is he disconnected? Okay.
Maybe he's having a, you know, he's doing a French tactical timeout, taking the page out of.
Right, you know.
Norbert Scout, that's obviously Norbert special. I'd love to see this one. It's classic. Can't stop ranting and raving about it.
Spinks could not be better positioned for this one. They've got a very heavy mid setup here. Flash for the push of Flames. Does well to find Fame.
Come on,
there will be pre-aim. There's no doubt about it. You can see Electronic and James just for flip.
3 of them tucked in. All right.
And he's off. Does well.
Nice, Spinks! Chiar că anti-eco. That's nice. Gata. Salutare, Werty. Activați-vă notificările să fiți la curent. Da. Bătrân Apex, dar lasă că trage mai tare la individual. Asta e faza. Trage mai tare la nivel individual. Și e bine. A luat flash-ul la Fleet. Flash-ul lui Apex. Dat peste con.
But a heavy rifle setup, so Apex to be the surprise. Flamesy to take first contact. Spinks and Zywoo were the one tasked with middle, and that AWP posted up on short has given them deep sight lines. So being able to call mid primarily clear on Vitality. They don't have eyes towards underpass.
Ăsta cu pneumonia? În ultimele 2 zile, 3 zile nu au mai fost improvement-uri atât de mari. Salut, că boom, welcome back. Ce flash, sec. Are contact. Trebuie să iasă cu un frag Apex din situația asta neapărat. Altfel 4v3, cred că fac save Vitality. Da, a ajuns departe. Nice frag. Planterul este... Wow! Planterul era blocat pe animație. Trebuie să fie un frag ușor, dar nu s-a mișcat cam greu. Trebuie să o încerci acum, n-are ce să facă. Dar e greu. Nice try. Interesant că mai face un pic, sincer. O ține. Wow! Acum o ține. Zoom din nou. Jos pălăria, fratele meu. Jos pălăria. Jos pălăria. Extraordinar. Superb.
Definitely allows Zywoo to have the liberty to go for a round like that. After the first missed shot, you think, okay, well, he's going to be done now. How's he going to make it in towards the site? But the fact that he pulls that off and so brazenly, spoke of the bomb. It's going to pay for itself. His Vitality keep the winning streak alive now. 5 in a row.
Le-a dat cu bacheta în cap, efectiv.
From WERTY.RO.
Te salut, Vladimir. Mulțumesc frumos de like. Apreciez din suflet. Hai, băi, să facem acolo 100 de like-uri. Come on, let's go. Bomb goes down. Azi e vineri, nu? Ieri era joi.
Just take a look at the left-hand side of your screen right now. You can see extra cash for everybody on Vitality, so we'll take a couple of rounds to be able to grind.
Te salut, Dejule. Ce mai faci? Deci, de la careva dintre medicamente... am o pretenție de apă, m-am umflat la față. Deci că mi-am luat înapoi la 20 de kg slăbite. Jur, așa mă simt. Unde nu mergeți la electric? Suntem la București, că bum. Bravo, Deju.
The AWP over towards Ticket. Apex in that previous round as the sleeper agent in the site. He's the
Ustedes la Nexus spera? Nu, ce un pic, nu. Ne uităm la full la eSports World Cup. Salut, pufule, foarte bine. Wallbang! Moare electronic. Uri, atent, Apex. Au întors-o Virtus Pro safe acolo unde au bătut ultimul jucător. Foarte strong G2. Deju. Foarte strong G2. Deserved. Foarte mecanici, foarte dinamici, foarte închegați cu doar o săptămână de prac. Foarte mult firepower. Pe bune că setting duck. Hai să te vedem, Ezi. Hai să te vedem. Fahară cu spirit.
Look at him. Norbert has saved VP there. High impact round from Norbert. And maybe it's just, you know, my memory, but I feel like we've been singing the praises of Norbert
Salut, Vlad!
in this VP jersey.
He's definitely had some really good patches throughout the 2024 so far. As these big games, then still for his type of position can have some pretty miserable games as far as the stat lines are concerned. But yeah, there's been some big Norbert moments, and that one there is important.
Da, nu Virtus Pro să treacă mai departe, într-adevăr.
VP really riled up. Back 10 for Electronic. Right into the hands again for Vitality. A chance to break them late in the half, VP, if you win this one.
Norbert applying early pressure towards the B site, but no reaction as he feels comfortable. Invested a lot of your smoke grenades.
Freză nouă la Electronic, pe bune? N-am văzut.
See how ready to fight Vitality out towards middle. This is just by seeing Flamesy gravitating towards Connector alongside of Apex. Spinks lying in wait in window.
Bravo, Vlad. Până termin facultatea, cât ești la școală, liceu, bagă mare sporturi, bagă sală, dezvoltă-te personal și distrează-te, că după aia nu o să mai ai timp, o să vezi. O să mai ai timp, dar nu e la fel. N-ai libertatea aia. Deci, acum trebuie să te faci bombastic la sală, să știi. Asta e momentul. Dacă nu ești deja, nu scoatem din ecuație. Mamă, ce agresiv a intrat Apex aici. Zaiu, spate om. Oh! L-a salvat acolo Flames de Electronic. Aha, exact. Same. Bomba picată, 2v2, 33 secunde. Interesant spate, interesant, frumos. I-a făcut poză, Norbert. Mamă, ce s-au dus. Te pup, Doriane, salut. Mulțumesc frumos.
Zaiwu's fear factor on the AWP there is what made it a little bit dicey. They were so focused on his position over towards short with the AWP. Flamesy was able to find that timing to eke his way out the window, so good stuff from him. 9 kills in total.
Salut, Mihai, ce faci?
For Vitality's sake, it is Norbert who found the opener in that round. So closer in the previous, opener in this one. Still not enough to get the round on the board.
Până o să pui regulamentul pentru clan? Mă, astăzi cred că n-apuc să mă ocup nici de premii, că o să fim live prea mult.
We've seen so many different moves from Vitality. Down the window into the underpass, looking for early B fights. And mid is all
mâine, sper. Trebuie să-l pun, trebuie, că e nevoie de el, știi? Heo, Spinks. Cam târziu. Cum a căzut Electronicul cu picioarele în față, ați văzut? Mi-ai zis ție scorul acum? 6 cu 4. Nu mai ține. 7 cu 4. Păi, pre-fire la colț. Dar ne-am mutat înapoi la București, Mihai. Că nu stăteam la Cluj. Aveam prea multe de făcut la București. Ce sec. Salut, Reaz.
Good utility usage from Vitality as well. The nades also catching them with bottles of flame on the way out. So good stuff from Vitality. Started with the pistol and the conversions going against them, but since then it's been 7 out of the 8.
A căzut Electronic exact cum scos morții din capelul cu picioarele în față, jur, mă, Marian, ai văzut?
NAVI was definitely within the right to win. VP have bought what they can for this final round.
Not the worst, not the best. In fact, distinct lack of util, so it's going to have to be bullets for VP if they want to try and find an advantage to start us off here in the final round of their attack. Oh, Mezzy, you are getting a little bit big for your boots. He's already called apps clear, but he has to just park the bus here. That's a gift for the defense. Oh, never mind. It's Norbert that steps into the Mezzy push.
You can't really go through this if you're on the T side. That smoke's so deep. Obviously, the way the CS2 smokes plume as well, it just seems so big.
M80 nu mai joacă la fel fără Melb, Sorin. Și-au luat banii oricum.
Spinks.
Oricum se te lăudau. Ăștia de la M zici că nu-l vând pe Malps, că o să țină de el. Hai că au rezistat unei oferte.
All of you coming in from market as well. This is unfun.
Smoke Molly HE to make this possible. Plenty of time. Diffuse gets in play.
Incendiary out.
Salut, Alexandru.
That is a good one from Flames. He got some impact.
La fel ca ieri, din păcate.
Spinks looking for fame. James to swing off the contact. And he's done well with that 1v1 though.
N-are timp.
And time for Spinks here. A fifth round fought for.
Bravo, James. Ultima rundă era. O, a scos și fragul. For the ratings.
Esports World Cup in pursuit of a champion. We'll be back after the break.
Cine se bagă la Throne and Liberty Open Beta? Știți jocul? E un MMO nou. Dacă v-ați jucat Metin 2, wow, New World, vă recomand Throne and Liberty. V-am scris pe chat. O să mă bag și eu să mă joc cu Antonia. Abia așteptam un MMO, sincer. Deci băleam, efectiv, băleam după un MMO în ultima perioadă. Nimic n-am avut de jucat. Deci e Open Beta acum, 5 zile o să fie. După aia release-ul în septembrie. E free, da. Auci. Hai băi, încă 10 like-uri. Să facem acolo și 3 cifre. E păcat. Acum îl iei. Mamă, crede-mă, așa aș vrea să... Cred că îl bag la download cât suntem live. E păcat să nu-l încercați. E bun, e bun. Pentru voi sună lejer, dar gândiți-vă că eu îl aștept de un an. Stau și mă uit după el, după trailere. Stați așa. Hai să ne uităm împreună la trailer.
Long ago, the star of Siliveth shattered to a lucky, malevolent forces.
Dar e prea, stai, vreau gameplay.
And free our world is a vast breathing to explore.
Ia uite.
And deadly enemies to defeat. Shapeshift intellectual.
Un minut mai e pauză, un minut mai e pauză.
And over the waves. Push back against the Legion.
E cu boși comuni practic în open world.
Take up arms and join others.
Nu-mi place că nu sunt clase.
As your skill grows, you'll unlock powerful new abilities. Adjust your fighting.
Ați înțeles ideea. Acum, faza e că singurul motiv pentru care românii știu de MMO-uri e Metin 2-ul. Și cine a fost mai elitist să se joace World of Warcraft. Mai sunt câteva alte MMO-uri, gen For Story, Ion. 17 septembrie apare, da. Dar acum e open beta. Bă, e fain. E fain să te joci MMO-uri, Carge, că e așa de chill. E atât de chill, fără grabă. Lost Ark nu ți-a plăcut? Bă, e șmecher Lost Ark, dar nu-mi place perspectiva aia de sus, Alexandru. Nu pot. Nu pot. Mi se pare claustrofobică. Dintr-un motiv sau altul. Și mi se pare greu să... Îmi dă fuck up la cap, la minte. Nu știu cum să zic, explic. Eu sunt un ins care se orientează foarte bine și are repere foarte bine, dar efectiv nu pot cu perspectiva aia așa de sus. În schimb îmi plac real-time strategy-urile, jocurile, dar să joc un MMO așa mi-e imposibil.
which is now Vitality's map pick. So maybe this is just VP. They lose.
Da, rămâne pentru suflet, într-adevăr. Metin 2.
We'll find out. Got a whole half to get
Black Desert, am jucat, am făcut level 40 sau 50. Până încep să crești greu.
His fourth frag as well. James, I expect him to start to get the opening hands on this defense, and Flitz or Beretta's good for one. It's the electronic pair onto Apex out Palace. The bomb, however, will likely go down into this 2v2.
Flash on Norbert. Will that come into play?
Oh, what you going, Spinks? He thought he had way more time. Trying to reposition it, puts it all onto Flames.
He can win around like this.
Certainly can.
No, Oliviu, nu știu unde. Eu am deja sală unde să mă duc. Am o sală aproape de mine.
Someone's got to stick it.
And they're going to hit it. Nice work. It's Norbert again. I feel like he's the one that's been securing the important kills in VP's round conversions more often than not.
Yeah, decent amount of impact kills. That one right there, obviously, to get the defuse through the 1v2 situation. Then we're 1v1 against that of Mezzi. Some frustrations from Apex being shown, but that's a bit of a classic, isn't it? It's just going to feel a little sour losing both pistols. But with the bomb down, do we see a Vitality force by? This was a crispy one from Mezzi in that first bullet straight to the dome of James. We'll get our answers in a moment if we see the force buy or if they'll just hold on to these Glocks.
Nice shot from Norbert there on Spinks' cross.
Am dat request Alexandru deja.
Weird that Spinks was trying to move out of that site, right? So Coach Exton is just having a word with the admin team. Hopefully not too many dramas, and we will see the force buy.
It's util heavy, Chad. Just Tech 9s and a whole lot of util. Is this just going to be kind of, you know, shock and awe into a site with everything covered and considered? Oops, fumbled on the jump boost.
Actually could be a difference maker, couldn't it?
Cât de chill e meciul ăsta.
Gets himself across all the same.
Feigning mid pressure, so how close will the support stay of Norbert?
Head of the nade. Mezzi making his move. Spinks and Zai will swallow that one though. This looks like
Să zice Alexandru, ce părere ai? Mamă, trebuie să fie easy.
Wow! Nothing from Mezzi. Couldn't find the head. Just instead, just chips away at him into the shoulder blades. Now it's uncomfortable for Apex. No plant available. There's too many bodies on the site running into them.
Ce s-a întors Norbert?
We're up 7-7.
I'd really like to see that from Norbert's perspective. Spinning on a dime right there into that frag. That was huge. Again, you're talking about Norbert's impact. He's up to 14. Tippy top of the server right now. Norbert's continuing. Smoke perfect. You think, okay, yeah, should be a couple here for Electronics. Zawu does well, but this is it from Norbert. Okay, yeah, he's just flicked into it. There's not a whole lot of control onto that. Great shot from Norbert.
Yeah, I'd like to take it back. It's not Mezzi's fault at all. That's just Norbert being an absolute madman. Commits to the spray. High sense activities.
I have invested a little bit here, Vitality. There's some deagles upgraded in the hands of 4, Flash in the hands of Flamesy. You're just looking for damage if you're Vitality. See how many of these rifles you can make them reinvest into the next. You don't want to give them such a comfy start. And they did have quite a comfy start into the first half, but all in rounds after rounds. Stalled out as... Oh,
laboured.
This is very laboured, isn't it? Don't want to lose Electronic. He needs to keep his head tucked.
Oh, blimey. I don't think we got anything more from Zawu, but that was real quick. On the draw, Jane will close it down. Yeah, he is starting to close that gap. He's equalized now with the majority of his squad.
So what, about 3k worth of investment to force 2 CTs to have to rebuy everything or get dropped. So a decent amount of damage. Here it is in slow-mo. Bang, and that bullet was meant for Electronic. Norbert's just the one to take it between the eyes. All right, AWP out for James. Not the same for...
De la meciurile României din preliminarii, în țările trecutul se adaptă exact pe Vitate, exact. Atunci credeam că am o răceală. Dar de fapt era începutul de pneumonie.
They call it mid completely clear. A lot of information, and Fame confirms ramp feels under scrutiny. Quick to commit. Off you got. Flames an opening. And a lineup for Fame.
Whoa!
What is that from Fame? Ready for Mezzi. Triple kill in defensive A. Segregated. Apex he's not wrong.
A rămas Spinks acolo pe ladder-ul. Ba nu, e în under.
And Spinks, the late piece. Will they overlook
They're
it?
so aware of the lurk. Jane was literally still looking at B apps as he was rotating away from B.
Well, you know you just killed 3 on
Cât de departe o gândesc. Trece Spinks pe timing, ia să vedem.
Timing. Oh, Flint's still considering it. This is all about Spinks' decision making.
Salut, Lawyer.
To move too early, it seems. Apex in trouble.
Wow!
Shot 2.
Wow!
Oh, and Apex another! A triple kill from
Nu
UK
se
leader.
poate! Apex!
Shoulders, an insane
Holy moly!
Just dancing around out the sandwich, smooth, crouching into fights, and how the hell has he
Bro!
pulled that one off?
What the
They
fuck?
had his number, read him like a book, knew that that flank was coming in, knew the exact type of player they were dealing
Ce
with.
clutch.
And it's Apex who has to step up with a 1v4.
Era în mijlocul lor.
so good. We'll see it
Ca în
again.
vremurile bune când era star player.
This is just the last one. Pièce de resistance. Jane got him to 5 HP, Chad. 5 HP, 1 bullet left in the mag, and he takes him down. Yeah, look at the faces, just shocked, baffled. How has that happened? I mean, okay, you can't win a pistol, but you can win a 1v4.
Well, you've got the ZywOo 1v2 within the first half. Now you've got Apex stepping up with something quite magnificent indeed.
Bloody hell.
And that is another round that felt like it should have been VPs. That one is going to sting, and it leaves a mark in the finances as well. Losing it to Apex, right? That one, you know, oh, we've lost to the in-game leader. We've lost that 1v4 to the man we should be having in the pocket.
Oh, Mezzi's a dead man. Or not! Ooh, 8 HP in it. Fame just about pulls it
Da,
across
mă uit
the
și la
line.
mouse furie, da.
Electronic, it's looking increasingly like it's happening. And 1, 2 on the FAMAS should be brought down through the boards. Apex, again, already needs to do a lot. He's got ZywOo with him, though. That's quite the potent partnership.
Boxed in. Look at this quick flank from the likes of Norbert and Fame, who...
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a large miss.
Well, that's a bad miss.
Un pic. Vorbesc cu un medic.
Okay, now ZywOo is on an adventure, and understandably so, given the time. They want the CTs to start getting a bit confused as to what's open, what's worth being considered, and yeah, well timed on Flit there.
Rolando să vă la momentul oportun.
Positioning tells me he knows that this is a possibility.
Around. He knows, but not quite ready for ZywOo. The pace
Yellow
on that.
Fame. Norbert n-are armură mare, dar mai contează.
Started this round with a magnificent push into the palace, and that's one way to recover from the 1v4.
Virtus Pro. Virtus Pro. Yes, yes, yes.
Already accrued. So nice one started by Fame with that push, but Electronic, right? Well, they've already just pushed apps, you know. He's not going to take that type of a swing. But you see Electronic is always...
Hai băi, dați-mi niște subiecte de discuție pe chat.
Now he's on A Palace. Feels like he goes wherever he wants.
Da, NAVI Junior actual ce se întâmplă cu ei? Fac o altă academie pe lângă Junior? Scuze, s-a auzit? S-a auzit telefonul.
You know, we joke
stickers on it, so maybe not.
about the ZywOo go kill.
Da, ok, it's ok.
This is very
No.
much what he's been tasked with. Does well to at least provide the trade, albeit a little bit.
I thought he finished him, the classic.
Yep.
Yeah, he should be dead, right?
Ok, Roland, o să mă gândesc la chestia asta. Momentan oricum e greu că avem un win rate mic. Știi? N-am intrat la Euro neapărat cu gândul că reușim. Dar vă anunț. Bine, Roland, promit. Stai un pic să rezolv cu premiile de luna trecută.
Look at the multiple search parties. Hey guys, there's no.
A hackuit cineva Microsoft. Wow.
So weird, they can't believe it. ZywOo does fall after one. Additional frag towards CT. Now they return towards A. Norbert's going to be taking this fight with Flames. Huge work from Flames in the absence of armor. Oh, can't cover. Just live. Apex doing everything he can. A little burst. Clock jump shot and Flames.
Hey!
Can he come up clutch? This would be another one that VP should have converted.
Da, trebuie să iei să joci full stack, George, la clan.
Flames no care. Doesn't really matter up against the orb. That's
Punct, mersi de membru.
He tries to clear out that right side corner. But it is planted for Flames.
There's a kid in the back of the site, but it's awkward. He might not be able to find it. Seen it now.
There it is.
Bă, n-ai ce să faci, Roland. Joacă cine vrea.
Needs to commit to this. He's too scared, playing scared. No, James got off it. And he hits the shot with just enough time to lock it down for a 10th.
Dacă mai stătea Flames un pic, de ce să nu facă... Doamne. A făcut pic prea repede. Efectiv, n-avea încredere. Că n-a auzit. Au fost niște probleme ce drept din cauza unui update al tool de securitate utilizat de ei. Deci s-au subminat practic, nu? Bliet.
Okay, here we go. T-side AWPing. Standard spread. It's brave from Flip. Holding that angle. He does chip away at the AWPer. Feels it.
Looked into his teammates' flash, didn't he? Oh, another team flash?
The other side of that smoke. Apex resides. Apex revealed now. Shot onto James. Flip back. This is going to be chaotic. Flip nice on the double. And a big one back from Spinks. Some significant damage dealt. Flip's going to activate.
Prea departe să băga Flit. Trebuia să stea con.
It's just a biff, a full brawl.
Ah. Prea agro.
Vitality that leave with the lead. Heavy advantage. Norbert just braving these flames. The spread brings him low. That's significant damage. 64 damage.
They knew,
trying to poke his nose around the corner.
Yeah, knew it was likely B, but there they definitely know exactly where he was. They've heard the singe, they've thrown some nades to deal with it. The bomb's now being picked up from Apex, and that was crazy over towards middle. Either team with team flashes, right? You saw the one for Flit to pick top mid, copped his teammates in the face, and then when they came out from underpass, the T's throwing it to facilitate Apex, trying to grab some room, and he gets it in the face. It almost cost them in a big way, but a nice little double kill there from Apex, more impact from the in-game leader.
You know, he's no slouch. And if anyone feels bad or gets bullied by their friends for having a dad
blue screen pe PC-ul de la firmă? What?
Yeah, that's for the visibility of all of you at home.
But Apex rocks it, and he's hanging with the big boys, okay? You can tell them next time.
It is interesting to see play. I get like the comfort over so many years of playing Counter-Strike, sticking with like similar crosshairs or similar resolutions, and it is hard to shake.
Yeah, I mean, I actually learnt that MC, one of our observing team, and general technical wizard, he plays with the observer crosshair. I guess he's just spent
so used to it, just spending all these hours glaring directly at it. Well, let's just say VP are financially worse for wear. They've only lost 2 rounds in this half, but the last spree, there's been some real close moments, so haven't been able to accrue too much of a CT-sided economy, and that's why you can see Norbert going for the save in the 1-on-3. Not only a difficult round to win, but a weapon that they need quite desperately.
Different round if Mezzi doesn't clear out Fame. Second tactical timeout taken by VP. As Vitality do post their second T round, the bar was set. Favor of Vitality.
Well, we are returning to this impact round, the Apex 1v4. So Spinks goes down. This second one just catches Flip right under his nose. No trade from Fame. Right, Fame there, unable to finish that one off. Puts it down to 45. USP comes out because it's the AWPer last alive.
Robert, ce faci?
That one, that is where things really could have started going wrong, but VP have been able to bounce back. That timeout that you just discussed, well, it's more to decide, you know, what are we going to do with our limited funds, because the loss fund is bottom of the barrel. They have been able to get out a couple of upgraded pistols. Norbert's dropped that M4 across the Flit to hopefully find some impact, giving himself a FAMAS to work with. Heard Mezzi in the pre-game interview talking about how difficult it can be to be up against a team like VP because there's always something up their sleeve. Right? Oh, do they have enough money for an AWP? You always need to be on guard when you're playing Virtus.Pro. Obviously, their identity shifting a little bit since the addition of Electronic. They tend to like to run through smokes a whole lot more these days.
There's certainly something up their sleeve here. Armed and dangerous is Flit. Slower pace to this one. Look how much utility Vitality still have. They'll start to play now. I guess just kind of essentially give them 30 seconds to see if there was anything aggressive and
Sunt ok, Robert. Nu binișor sau extraordinar, ca am pneumonie, din păcate. Și mă supără la existența mea și cu casting-ul. Nu pot să fac nimic, știi? Imposibil. E, tu nu te mai arată deloc, doar dacă te caut. Știu eu.
Yeah, better than the alternative, which would be a full eco coming into the next. That 1900 loss bonus, so they will hold on to these goods. I imagine take the save around these weapons, fight with them the best they can, and then have a rifle round going into the next when the scoreline for Vitality should read 11-10. This is just the first map of the best of three. We're done with the resurrection bracket, the best of ones, your chance to get back in the tournament, and that was Furia, having the luxury of practicing Nuke all day yesterday. Crazy.
Să rămână.
Was surprising to see Mongols allow that when they were the ones who had the choice between Inferno and Nuke on the final best of one of the day, but hey, they gave the Brazilians the opportunity and they seized it.
Yeah, can't fault Furia if it's given to you.
Bomb goes off, round secure, 10-10, 20 rounds deep in this one.
Nu, Răzvan, nu încă.
There's Zawu coming out of the flashbang to take down
Luna viitoare.
Yeah, that one is going to feel a little bit frustrating. Dominoes easily could have started to tip the other way. Let's say Flick gets the first, but still gets traded. Then they come up Con, Fame grabs one, then he gets traded. At that point, okay, maybe, just maybe, VP can scrap it together in all of the chaos, but no save guns. And away we go again. James, the one with the A1S. Watch the movement there. Still break the vent.
Te iubesc mult.
Flashes. Were on Fame early. Now it was just a smoke towards the A ramp. A smoke for Norbert to work
Salut,
with as well.
Navi joacă? Ha? Sunt bine, dar tușesc rău. Și mă dor plămânii ei jos. Nice, ce să-mi dai? Nice. Știu, Inț, știu. Cred că un video în care vorbești despre tine. Probabil.
These type of rounds can be tough, and you'd see it with
Navi joacă la 21, Tudi.
maybe even using M80 as an example in the early stage of the complexity game yesterday, when they knew they were against an anti-force or an anti-eco, they were sitting back, okay, is there an aggressive move? No. Okay, now let's go through our map control variation. I think with Vitality, this is a much better and well understood team of
LOL.
just as I was singing their praises. Well, I missed window smoke, but they understand, hey, we need to, if they're not going to fight us, so go for the aggro move, which is what you wait for early. James.
Oh, audible. Oh, the spread. He's going to go down 100-0.
That's why he missed the window smoke, Alex. That's exactly why Spinks missed that.
Blitz could have something, but it's going to be cleared well. Further away from the angle was Spinks. And there's a nice cleanup. I mean, that's a tilter. I'll tell you what is a tilter. 1v4, 100-0 with the only rifle. They've had a couple here on Mirage.
Yeah, James looks very silly here, doesn't he?
Oh, wait, hang on, jump. Oh, bugger. Okay.
Yep, and he missed the jump at the start of the round as well. So that M4 saved for 2 rounds from Norbert resulted absolutely 0 impact.
Respect to James, though.
Well, to not lose your call.
Even raise his fist towards the desk.
Definitely.
I don't think I've ever seen James hit the back-to-back rounds, or are we watching a replay? He has attempted to get towards the same similar position. It looks like we're going to be getting them out mid again.
This is a bit more direct, a bit more pep in the step. They don't have to worry about, hey, where is this one rifle saved? They're the ones setting the tone right now. Vitality 2 rounds away from picking up this first map of play and then moving to Inferno, their turf, where they absolutely turfed VP when they met just before the break. Iwu 17 kills, had a clutch of his own, a 1v2 in that first half. Everybody contributing for Vitality. Well, VP are allowing Vitality to go through the paces for this mid control. Vent room's theirs. Connector could be. No utility to really speak of for VP to close out this round. Diffuse kit not in sight, just one AG for James.
Ce nasol. E mai rău ca ieri.
They parked Flamesy up in towards that ladder if you're able to hear the rotations. Might even be able to catch a player if they go for an aggressive maneuver. So right now he's the sleeper cell. What will he be able to offer? He also will get to activate late, as we do see Vitality now group up with 4 and set themselves onto just a contact
Late is the key word here, Chad. You need to get into this site. Walking through ramp at 20 seconds remaining. This is uncomfortable for Vitality. 5 alive on both sides. 15 seconds still yet to cross towards the site. That's a big duel. That's on the bomb. Spinks loses the bomb. They've hit the shots. This has to be a quick retrieval. Where is the bomb? 5 seconds. Get onto the sandwich. Zywoo just about getting it down. The spam can't find him. 1 HP left as he gets it in. Is Flames really in a position to win this? Oh, doesn't look like it. Does manage to chase down one towards the Tetris position. No trade immediately, but Norbert's there. Another impactful close from Norbert.
Nu știu, tu Diaz nu sunt mai bine, nu știu, tușesc cam mult.
They get the stage, they leave Flames there to activate late, they rotate in. The thing was, it looks like they wanted to go contact. As soon as they were at the point to take the fight, that's when they started throwing the util. They didn't really obscure any lines of sight, and then Spinks being the first to go down with the bomb, you can see you want him pathing towards the site here, but he jumps up and over with such limited time left. Maybe you would want Mezzi going for that, or have Zywoo trying to do that. You needed Spinks to be definitely pathing towards the site for the plant.
Yeah, it might be one of those ones where you just...
Didn't realize he had it, maybe.
Yeah. I need big Comic Sans text telling me I've got the
blinking in the middle of your screen at all times.
Yeah. They're activating.
Flash and fight.
Yeah, flash and fight. That's the name of the game. Oh, obscured by the HE smoke. It still leaves with an opening kill. It's going to be okay to peek over this flame.
Da, Marius, am tratament. De la 3 medici, confirmat. 3 păreri diferite.
To work with around that, Flame starting to maneuver towards this fight on Norbert. Flit, yeah, that's the bad smoke. Oh, and it collapses for Vitality at such a crucial moment of the game as well. VP in pursuit of 12 first, and it looks like it's theirs. Spinks and Mezzi left standing. So brutal. Such small discrepancies can lead to a 5 versus 2. You think you're covered from Con, focus your attention on short, and instead, what was a 5v4 becomes a, I'd say, unmanageable 2v5. Is Electronic going to be overlooked? Here in his corner, Electronic strafes out, good for 1. And Spinks with it all to do. Jane collects. We are going to see VP secure 12. We'll have some cash. Significantly comfortable for Vitality to at least put up the best fight possible, taking their timeout to make sure they get it all lined up.
Yeah, the finances is one thing you're talking about here, but the other is what is the necessary approach going to be? Because the spree of rounds that they've got, the 3 on the trot, it came with breaking the money and then having the saves, and that was also off some back and forth close rounds, right? There was clutches in the mix. So they were able to whittle Virtus.Pro down with their finances, and that's what was able to put them in a position of superiority regarding the guns. Right now, they will be able to buy. Vitality will be able to afford. It's just a tough spot there for Apex. Shouldn't be getting too mad about that one. I don't think they was really able to cover him in that environment. But both teams will have a full buy. There won't be the Zywoo AWP, but will Vitality try and go for something mid-centric again? Will it be a pace change? They have all their nades, right? They don't have to just go all in. And they've been able to get map territory. That round is VP playing ahead with a bit of confidence.
Salut, lunare.
They're boosting the AWP up. God, the movement has not been working today.
Da, nu știu, nu știu.
Alex. I mean, that would have potentially caught out Apex. It's ahead of the flash. A jump peek from James. Good nade. Looks like they've managed to avert the potential for disaster.
You think the clutches that Vitality had wanted to kind of level this game out, because remember, both pistols and conversions going in the favor of VP. If the clutches aren't enough, need to put together a very good team-based round of Counter-Strike here, Vitality, to take us into overtime.
Well, they've got a minute to do it. They have found the path of least resistance towards middle. Flit already concerned about ladder. It's an indicator as to how uncertain he is as to the Vitality positions. 50 seconds as they do start to encroach. James, good read of the situation, looking to bolster the numbers on B. His Flit to activate onto Apex. Norbert under scrutiny towards the bench position. They are swinging through. Need some support. He goes down to Zywoo. James and Flit locked out in the market. The util lands. You're not pushing that. And a good nade to chip away.
Everybody from market, Alex. They might need to diversify the retake.
No, couldn't find anything. Bit of chip damage onto Flame's back. They're all grouped up. This is uncomfortable. Swinging over the flames. Nades, jumps, everything's a bit kooky here. But this angle from ZywOo should be set for success. Commits to the spray. Can he find a second? No, good trade back. Electronic in. Do we need overtime? Time to find out. 2 towards the van position. Mezzi on short in this off angle. Will he be overlooked? Looking good from Spinks, gets one. Mezzi, that's an important frag back, and now all onto James. Goes down, and overtime required on map 1 of this quarterfinal.
Oh, yeah, Norbert getting left on an island over towards that B bomb site, and then him swinging to take the fight. He really couldn't stay alive. Isolated had to worry about apps as well as them already leaking up short, so Vitality do eke us over the line. 12.5K, we set ourselves up for looking for 16 as the magic number for one of these two teams to pick up map number 1. Inferno.
Mulțumim, domnul Cargea, că ne-ai iluminat.
CS2 as the third and decided we need to get there. We're straight back into play. Both teams able to get out the full buys and some frustrations from Norbert. Thought they should have had that one done. Flit had been the difference maker late with a lot of his mid plays. Able to stick the landing as Fame just walks into that AWP as ZywOo. Now they spring to action.
Yeah, James in a row. These flashes limit his contributions. Trying to get across and planting. Flame's doing just that.
Aici înainte. Oh, la mine a trecut deja.
God, this round is over before you know it.
Yeah, it might be VP saving overtime. Understandably so. The CTs can really siphon through these finances quite quickly. Can purge you of the cash and, well, you can have a few troubles. They are worried about this Spinks lurk. He actually did find impact from underpass onto Flit. Oh, they are waltzing in. Let's see how close they get.
Still walking. Running for it. Going for a ninja defuse. This is actually crazy. There's no time. They can't find a bomba. Time. Oh, okay. I mean, giving it a go. At least the AWP is saved. So, you know, best of a bad situation for them. A lot of Vitality members going down with shit, but that means all diddly squat.
I think one of the luxuries you have if you're a team like VP, and saving is synonymous with the name, is essentially in some of these scenarios you can lull a team into a false sense of security that you are just going to hold on to your guns. But in overtime, Flames are doing the right thing, not getting too far away from that bomb, and well, the bomb too far away from Norbert to get on it with the right amount of time on the clock.
It had legs. Yeah, it made sense. Just not going to work out.
Now this is more direct. Vitality, they do just tend to contact up this ramp. It can catch you off guard.
No one's looking at it right now. Flames is going to be having a little look intermittently from the elevated position. Flames caught a whiff. Fame dips down into dark. Molotov's going to force him wide. And he's down empty-handed again. Back-to-back rounds. Fame not been able to do too much here in overtime. Jane good to catch the mid-lurk early. Flit's working on a fast flank ramp. 3 for VP, and now just 2. Apex has managed to find an early encroaching Norbert. Bringing that bomb in now. Flames trying to hold, wow, just to spam through. The smoke catches Electronic. He was trying to get flashed through at the same time.
Nothing feels like it's team-based for VP though, does it? A lot of the time these kills are just happening without even trade potential. Even a lot of the times that Flit was looking for space, sure, he's being set up by flashes, but he was going in alone. So if he went down there, still wasn't going to be able to be the opportunity to take that room off the back of him. So Vitality doing a great job now that we've made it to the bonus rounds. Making VP look a little bit silly in these last 2. Not rounds that they're even in with a chance of winning. And James looking to hold on to his AWP again. Gets a kill sure, but that one's just for the HLTV stats page. You see him prioritizing. Oh, you can keep the AK, mate.
It's all yours.
Yeah, hold on to that. All right, well, this might just be the clean sweep. Vitality just waiting to show us their best CS on the T side until they had everything they wanted and more. And Vitality looking really hot now. As mentioned, it feels like everybody's had their contributions. Obviously, Mezzi at the bottom of the scoreboard with 12, but Apex with the 1-on-4, but pushing into CT, this kill right here is a big one to win. ZywOo catching Flit on the flank, here it is, and deep on the flank as well, so making sure that doesn't even become an issue within the round.
Yeah, I mean, that's what was happening in CT onto Norbert as well, and I like this from Apex. Just this pendulum swinging, contact into A. Good nade from Norbert. Can he pass this test? A lot of bodies coming his way. In that power position towards the bench will be overlooked. And flattened is Electronic. Norbert gets himself the 1, but he kind of needed 2. That's asking a lot of him, sure, but look at that smoke from Vitality. You can see how Flit's completely nullified towards short side. Can't even clear it with the nade.
FaZe the can opener, Alex. He got openings in back-to-back rounds there.
Just running and gunning, takes off Electronic. That's a big one. Hang on. With Fame finding Apex, this 3-on-3, it's on. Has to be on. And now Jame finding ZywOo as well. This is all to play for. Oh, and Jame caught out. Good work, wide swing, confident from Spinks. Puts it onto Mezzi. In the apartments, Fame seems to be aware as to his position. There's plenty of time for the mind games to begin. Does Mezzi call this bluff? Does he even move? He doesn't move a muscle. Fame has to go hunting. Mezzi anticipating this loud is Fame. Charging in, catches him on the jump. Well read by Mezzi, and a clean sheet on their T side. 3-0 for Vitality's attack.
Yeah, it feels like they've sucked any energy out of VP that was possible. This is great stuff from Virtus.Pro to turn the game on its head. Back and forth in nature throughout, and now it's just looking like one-way traffic. Flamesy, as mentioned, has been great, just charging into these sites and finding that opening kill. The CT side, sometimes he finds himself in a few more anchor positions, and there's the frustration from Norbert being unleashed again. But Flamesy, you let him go, you send him in. He's the type of kid with the aim to crack open the bomb site. Yeah. And look at this. They've gone for a double AWP setup on Team Vitality to be the knockout blow. One for Spinks, one for ZywOo.
Interesting.
Something we're keeping tabs on as well, and this is probably bigger picture for Vitality, is Spinks in his lurks. Is he being a bit more active, right? And I think we saw in a couple of those rounds there, he was, you know, letting his team take the initial fight, but then he was not too far behind, trying to catch a timing. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. The life of a lurker. If they're dry into this, ZywOo has a free opener.
ZywOo just looks away. Oh, spotted now. Electronic cancels his plans. Does he? Pushing in. ZywOo flashed off of the line and re-peeking. Everyone fighting for underpass. ZywOo concedes at 50 seconds. He'll smoke it off, so that limits their options. You're not pushing that, so channel towards B.
There's some problems for VP in this final round. The whole point they did the wall smokes with the two mollies on A is to draw the attention from middle away, and it was still locked down. VP are in hot water.
Yeah, they're very uncomfortable. It's going to have to be a hero. Electronic and Flip postured to be the first one in. And it's Spinks. That AWP, it does work out. This double AWP investment already finds an opener. Electronic watching from the sidelines as their map pick gets pulled away, one frag at a time. Lovely hold from Spinks and Mezzi. And Mezzi's still here. He maneuvers around the site, does Flit. Good work from him. A chance to extend play. But the bomb does need to be planted. Fame, tasked with that. Should be able to get it down uncontested. They're going to be boosting short side. Fame needs to choose his post-plant position wisely. ZywOo providing the overwatch cover. Flash to get himself out of dodge, trying to reposition off of the back of it. Flames caught out on the turn. Good team play we're seeing from the two of them. Flit and Fame piecing together a recovery. Apex breaks the window. Oh, he can't hit the shot. Flit too good. This is a big round from Flit. You said it had to be a hero play. Well, 4 kills from Flit. I think that's heroic enough. A nice one back from ZywOo. Bomb's not planted from the market. Might cause a bit of a panic from Flit, but nice. Baits the shot out of the AWP. Counts down in his head and runs him down. It's a VP round, and Flit, he's the one to thank.
Yeah, may as well give him the ace there. Doesn't read it in the scoreboard, but we'll give it to him. Does take down ZywOo there with the bomb at the very end, and ZywOo with another attempt on a 1-on-2 CT side AWP, but this time the biggest issue. And that looked like it was done. It looked like Vitality were just going to close this map down, especially after Spinks gets 2. Mezzi was still alive, but they're still able to break through with a round in overtime.
Great maneuver from Flit.
And knew that they had to dictate a couple of these fights. If they just sat back and allowed Vitality to slowly comb in towards the side, they would have been isolated and taken out one at a time. Vitality have actually taken their overtime tactical timeout to have this conversation. And look, the double AWP setup, you feel it worked to get you the opening kill, so do you run it again? Well, apparently that's not the case. Xtaz off the mic. Spinks, I see now buying into an A1S. ZywOo still with his weapon of choice. Full buy obviously available for Virtus.Pro, even though they all went down as well. But that was a tough round. As I mentioned, they did that A pressure to draw the mid players back to give them a gap to work through underpass, and they were completely denied. So the fact that they still win that round with the heroics of Flit, that's something special. Are you going to be able to pull that off again?
Jane working up the ramp.
Freebie.
Complete freebie. Yeah, Fame delivers an AK-47 and a death.
Feels worse than last round. Last round, you didn't get what you wanted with your util. This time, you just lose an opening kill within the first 20 seconds.
Flames cannot believe his luck in such an important round. In a quarterfinal, and Fame just presents himself. Considering making a play.
Look at all the bodies.
He does. Leaps into the smoke. He's gone down again. Just 2 individual plays. Puts VP down in the dirt, down in the dumps. 3v5. Can Flit do it again? That's a good start. Molly's going to force Mezzi into a position. Doesn't have a smoke, has to swing. Burning, finds a safe haven. Flit will clear him. Look at it. Ooh, look at the pre-aim. It was so close. Still converts. 2v2. All to play for and 49 seconds. Flit, uncertain as the potential for a flank. Looks like James going to be brazen about this in order to confirm it is not a threat. Decisions to be made. Loud footsteps towards T-spawn. James actually going to join his teammate towards the palace. So the decision's been made, and you can see just by cutting the noise, making this decision, it's 4 side will away. It is going to all on Apex.
Deci ce înseamnă să joci versus Virtus.Pro? Se așteaptă la rotație de B.
If he goes down,
dacă nu erau Virtus.Pro, stăteau stacați pe A, cred că. Și jucau B-ul la retake.
5 seconds before they have to commit and start making noise. Here we go. In the smoke. Apex does choose to spam, and understandably so, not far off the mark. The last couple of bullets do chip at Flit.
Still gets interesting. Apex, for this defuse, has a smoke and a molly.
Game smoked off, plays ahead of it. Who plays first? As discussed, that util's been used. It falls now to the bullets. Apex caught out. Good work from Flit. Oh my God, Flit! He's going to do it all. Flit does it again. Back-to-back quad kills to keep Virtus.Pro in it to win
Băieți, să închid după harta asta, să știți că nu mă simt deloc bine. Toți am mă început să mă doară plămânii jos. Nu știu exact de la ce. Minuai mi-am pierdut și un medicament pe care trebuie să-l iau. Asta e ultima problemă. Cea mai mare problemă e cu tușitul. Cum am băut niște apă și am stat un pic în spate și mi s-a mai calmat, dar nu știu, e mai rău ca ieri, nu înțeleg de ce e mai rău pneumonia. De la o zi la alta, mereu m-am simțit mai bine astăzi. Mi s-a reluat tuse. Dar inconfortabil rău de tot. Mersi băieți, mulțumesc mult. Veneam, o să dau drumul direct la meci cu NAVI versus FaZe, probabil. Nu știu dacă cât am vorbit ieri pe live, cât am vorbit, dacă a afectat sau ar trebui cât pauză ar trebui să fac.
Match Vitality's output on this T side, it certainly looks that way. Apex caught walking. Another as well, comfortable collections for VP, and Zywu thrust into a 1 versus 5. And we go again. 3-0, VP match it.
The good feeling of getting the 3-0 start on your T side has just been flipped completely on its head. You on the CT side, consider the easier side on this map, not by much, but definitely by a little. You had a round where you get multiple kills on Spinx's AWP. You then have, another 3v5 in the next round. You have multiple opportunities to close this game down. Move on to your map choice of Inferno, where you drubbed VP last time. And now we do it all again.
This is a highly competitive game of Counter-Strike right now.
Da, ieri n-am comentat Alexandru, vorbeam alert. Crede-mă, nu m-a băgat să comentez. A fost o fază prea frumoasă și am vorbit atât de repede, parcă aș fi comentat, dar... Dar din respect pentru voi acum, să se termine overtime-ul ăsta, bine?
Does that mean they'll be able to bolster A quicker? Seems like Zyu's going to be the first man on the scene, but smoked off and flashed off. They can lose this site. Might be one hell of a retake demanded of Vitality here.
Imbir și miere.
Or not. Actually, Apex catching Flit of all the characters to find. That's a big one to post before the bomb goes down.
La nu? Ce anume? Nu mai știu. Nu. Era în faza lui Monesi, dar atunci doar am reacționat.
Wow, Unable to convert, but Norbert can. Holding, spamming, down he goes. Good work from Spinks and Flames combined. It does put Fame and Jame in an uncomfortable position, but the time is on their side. If they can just keep him off the bomb, which they will, as Jame hits the shot necessary, the round is theirs. VP continue their spree on this T side.
Well, they're going to lose everything again. Spinks and Zywoo too close to the bomb. They go down. We'll see if that has any ramifications. They lose the next one again. Vitality, you might see have MP9s in a few of the hands come the final round of this OT, another 2 first half. Good timing from Apex to catch Flit, right? They weren't focused on CT spawn whatsoever, but the opener meant nothing. This from Jame, just aiming way too low. Could have essentially confirmed the round with that kill onto Zywoo a little bit earlier, but still, this one gets close. We're keeping it interesting. The entertainment being delivered.
Most definitely.
Quarterfinal number 2, day number 3, match number 1.
Flames. This time it's his turn to be the opening death. As opposed to the opening kill. We've seen him provide a couple. Forces a reaction out of the CTs there, and that's what Jane, this is where Jane can call some of his best Counter-Strike. When he gets that opening that he's been hoping for, converting that tends to be where VP do their best work.
It did feel like the ideas were flowing for Vitality, right? They had all these different setups. You know, Apex was everywhere late in the game. He's pushing underpass. He was the sleeper agent in A site, while Flames, he takes first contact. Now that's working against them as they will encroach middle. Again, great information. So the util counts for naught, but still Vitality need to lock down the site.
Zywoo poised. Anticipate James got some util, full belt, about to be thrown out. Will Zywoo get the chance to take the shot ahead of the swing? Or ahead of the smoke and flash? Spinks is active. Good catch from our obs, he's on his way. And Zywoo does get his chance. Norbert just a fraction too early on that flashbang. Down goes Jame, and down goes VP's chances of converting this 5v4. I need to get a fork and eat my words, because it all falls to Flit now. An early advantage squandered here by VP. Flit down to 50. Good nade right on his nose.
Surely no time.
And no time, no hope. Apex confirms it. So, tied up this time.
Okay, well, they finally break the streak. That was 4 consecutive rounds for VP, all on the T side in overtime. That's finally been broken for Vitality. So somebody has posted a CT round at least. And this is Spinks' flank, right? And that was down a man, a free kill early onto Flamesy. But that's it right there, right? Spinks just being able to catch that perfect timing. If it wasn't Jame at the back of the pack and it wasn't the bomb loose. Oh, double ops again. Spinks found success with it earlier. Let's see if they can do it to put the second on the board for the CT side of Vitality.
Apex.
Oh,
no.
TK.
Down electronic. Team kill of Vitality. Able to convert this 2-man advantage. From both teams finding perfect T-halves, we could see Vitality into the second overtime with 2 CT rounds, back-to-back defensive rounds. Have they found the solution?
I think Spinks' position, it depends on how far he keeps going, is essentially secured this A site regardless of what happens elsewhere. But the bomb now pivoting back on Norbert tells a different picture. But VP once more strung out individually, and Flit, the man that's found the impact, or at least a lot of it, he's dead. So who do we turn to?
My eyes are on Norbert, to be honest with you. However, with the bomb on his back, he's not going to be the one to take this first engagement. James just throws the AWP onto his back and starts to maneuver into the site with his Tech 9. Flames needs support. He is about to be overwhelmed. Not distracted by the steps behind him, hoping not to be cleared from above. And yep, he's not. Norbert with the bomb in his hands. Flames secures it, surely. There's nothing here for James. A dead man walking. And it is going to be a 2-1 half. Vitality find the answer for their defensive woes.
Okay, well, how many twists and turns do we have left in this one?
Let's see this exchange again. So it was, oh yeah, just straight into the left there.
Yeah, you got to be a little bit frustrated if you're Flit as well. You weren't blind.
Yeah, stand still.
Yeah, hey, mate, I know you're Flash, but can you not take me down with you? Thanks.
I'd be scared to call Electronic out there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say anything.
That's one of the problems. He's definitely got an attitude to him. was going to say, understandably so, major winner, but so was Flit. So, if we're having a measuring contest.
A measuring contest. Look at my ruler. I have a tape measure.
Right, 2 rounds for Vitality required to take this. Magic number 19 this time round. Nades towards connector, hoping to soften up any aggression. Finding the mark. James on cat with the AWP. Will he be able to track the run boost? Flash is going to make it difficult as he turns back. Flames is already out and behind the mid box. Apex and Spinks to make their way through the underpass.
They're searching. Electronic, he's making his move. I would caught off. Perfect play from Electronic. Threads the needle between the lines of sight. Does some heavy damage. And he's even got the bomb. Take a Volk in this one. It is done.
When you see plays like that, you're wondering, what's going through these guys' heads, because to us it's like, oh, okay, so he's just decided now on all timings that he's going to walk out, and he finds it absolutely perfectly. Start from Electronic. Now let's see, they just have to close this down. Mezzi, it's his turn to give a 1v4 a crack. The low HP of Electronic should be able to get through this if he gets the chance on the fight. But Electronic just playing for info. Now we can back off. Well played.
Yeah, playing it by the book is Electronic, and now James is going to have Mezzi's number on the cross. The flash might catch him. It is well placed, but it doesn't matter. James pulls the trigger blind.
Tied up again.
Here we go. Could this be a chance for VP to match Vitality's CT output? The bar was set at 2. VP find the first of this second half of our second overtime. Apex, look at this warpath he's on. He's feeling emboldened to charge. James nails the jump this time and removes that B-lurk instantaneously. Problems now. Maybe there's something to be said about Fame. He has been a bit of a liability for VP. Mezzi, gonna have him in his sight soon. In that off-angle jiggle, he's only gone and done it. Takes down Mezzi, extends their advantage. Apex has wormed out of Con and doesn't manage to profit. Not immediately anyway. Bomb is detached from the pack.
And they know exactly where Apex's aggressions are. If they step out a little bit overzealously, the AWP might finish him off at the timing, apparently favoring Electronic.
Yeah, I mean, he's securing the round with this push into Palace. Very few options here. VP going to be avoiding them. Keeping them at arm's length. Flit another onto Apex, so removing that aggressive prong.
They changed the nameplates. It feels a little bit like how some of VP's rounds were going down one at a time. These deaths happening, not really tradable. Trying to take the gamble of space based off what you think the picture of the CT setup looks like. You just walk out to your demise. So VP, they grab 18.
And a team ace. Testament to that. If Electronic was to find the final frag, he is, however, a little too far away.
Okay, well, this, it's had little bursts of excitement. We've had a couple of clutches in there, some crazy moments. Apex, I think, has the statement as far as that's concerned. But this has been a bit more of a tug of war, an arm wrestle, some stalemates at time. I'm going to see if they can take this AWP away from ZywOo, and considering the cash you have in the coffers, you may as well give this one a go with 10 seconds left on the clock. They are, going from cold to hot. You remove this after time, ZywOo's not going to get any loss bonus, and finances could be an issue. A conversation, 2-1, and okay. Well, fortunately, went down before the round ended. It was an absolute nail-biter.
What? It must have been...
I think he had like $100, right? And now he's got 27.
No, absolutely, but it felt like it was after time. Must have been just in that last second. Calculated, obviously.
Just like ZywOo at all times. Okay, well, maybe you're new to viewing the MR12. Once you get into the overtimes, you get one timeout to use within the confines of that overtime. So 1 per. They don't stack. And you're seeing Vitality use theirs when they need it most. Now, ZywOo's been able to get an AWP dropped across.
This is where the call has to be spot on. A third overtime if Vitality want to be able to convert this.
And a bit of a Vogue look from Electronic bringing out the AUG. Floppy tried this yesterday. Didn't really get him anything. You don't see the AUG too much these days. Let's see if Electronic can put it on the front of the magazine.
Probably just going to sit on that truck off angle on the bumper. Call that one the Carrigan. James the one bringing the fight here. How good are the jiggles? Knee revealed. Apex thinks twice.
Well, James will evaporate. Might want to keep that ult moving, especially if it was noted.
Brave. He knows it was being held, but he just anticipates the fall off. Starts crawl all the same.
The type of guy to make those more brazen plays. Window smoke lands in unison with the CT and Sentry down to stall out the crawl of Apex through underpass. So they're aware of this possibility and, well, not just going to sit and bide by his Electronic. He's going to take the round into his own hands.
They're gambling quite heavily towards this B site here.
But look, if he keeps pushing and doesn't go underpass, looks like he's just going to park the bus. Again, Obs team, great job highlighting where that C4 is. Will need to be picked up at some point, but 60 seconds left on the clock, more than enough time. Apex went all the way through underpass, now back to top middle, gets the bomb himself.
So what's the go here?
It looks like an A split.
Nice shot. James puts VP in the driving seat. A flash and a jump peek, and oh, James collects. Two impactful AWP frags. It's up to you now, Mezzi. Good timing from Flit on the re-peek. Uncrouches into Mezzi. Still goes down. Well, they overlook Fame, this forward setup. They need this frag. Fame delivers it. Oh no, Spinks has found it. VP, after their AWPer does so much heavy lifting, 15 seconds. Can they deny the plant? The pressure is on Flames. Punches in the code, and it is all action. Stations are recovered. 5v3. Now a 3-on-3. Vitality to force another overtime, to make this Mirage continue, and Flames has taken a leap in that direction. Norbert gone, no trade there. It's Electronics all for one, and down goes James. We need more rounds.
How are we continuing with this game? Another 3v5 situation in the overtimes that should have had the game done and dusted. Well, now the shoe on the other foot. Both teams knowing exactly how that feels. 18-18, still locking horns, and we go again.
God, if you're James, you definitely feel like you've done enough there.
And as well, you get the dink on Mezzi, right? So you think at that point, okay, well, somebody just has to land another bullet and we probably win this round. How have they not converted that one? VP licking their wounds. Maybe another, maybe second or third win for Vitality now, but this should just be a little bit more direct. No more funny business out the A ramp, and they burst in towards the site.
Yeah, a burst indeed. Look how just shocking this is for the VP defense. Panic stations on the rotations. No hurry here for Vitality. You've got all the time in the world. Don't want to let this one slip away.
Another one. Keep counting the number advantage, round losses. We'll see how many more we can find. Sure, somebody's got to tally at home.
Not this one, it seems. For VP, Zywoo catching the swing. Norbert gave it a go. Electronic just the one. Do you hunt? Is it in your interest to hunt? I mean, there's no harm in doing so. They'll certainly put the feelers out, as a wise man once said.
Apex running head on with this. Oh, noted again. James getting run on down now. I don't think he's going to walk away with this one. Completely surrounded, sure, apartments and market from behind. He does hit a nice shot. Maybe, just maybe, that's going to be enough. Runs across the line aside from Flames. He must have been in transition at the time, and James somehow holds on to the AWP.
It's what he does best, Chad.
We were making the hunts entertaining.
That was good. Well, we know how much he likes to prioritize it, and so important save from James. You can shake that one off if you're Vitality. You leave with the round. That's what really matters.
Need something from Fame on this A defense. He's been exploited a couple of times. It's just one kill just to stall them out. Look at Mezzi. He's going for the bully straight through. Yeah, we'll just keep going for this fight on Fame.
Fame is screaming, I need help. Electronic down after the one on his aggress up mid. Okay, pressure is on. Mezzi does kind of pull back after his initial test of Fame. Had his one pot shot, unable to connect on the jiggle of Fame. Back on default, now heads to CT. Doesn't want to concede this site.
Yeah, juggling a couple of nades, see if he can use that to hold them at the door for now. They've contacted out of this ramp a lot, so the fact that hasn't been telegraphed in a lot of times has caught him off guard, and maybe again they just come straight through the smoke. They do. Look at this.
So brave. And it might work out for them. Messi does at least bring down Fame. James, he's all been noted in CT. Flit so far away, just about now, starting to head towards T-spawn. We'll check in with him later because it's Norbert with the action onto Messi. Clear of the smoke and a good frag. Bomb still down, a missed shot from Jane, gets away.
That might cost him.
Could do. A 1v3 would have been too much to ask, but now with two of them, with ZywOo in the mix, they're really counting on Flit to find Spinks caught off. Oh, I think he caught a whiff. Oh, yes, he did. A clean headshot from Spinks for his 30th. And then a double jungle retake. Time about half gone on that bomb. Gonna have to make haste now on the cross. And a crossfire established here. Spinks, oh, with ZywOo's help, has dealt with the invaders. And now just live. That's what they're saying. Live. And it hits the shot, but through the bricks. So close to a magnificent clutch from James. Just couldn't quite adjust past the brickwork.
Really getting punished on this A side, aren't they? One of the things with the A anchor, that defender tends to either put themselves in a position where they play ticket and they jump spot for both, or you're a bit burrowed in, like you laser focus on Palace and then you hope that your teammates can catch them if they come out ramp or they're telegraphed, or vice versa.
Sure.
Right? You know, you have your com player, they'll smoke apps for you, or they'll watch apps if they're the AWPer from window when they're smoked off, and you try and cover the holes that way. But the timings in which they've just walked out ramp has felt like it's caught Fame off guard time and time again. And what's one way to deal with that? Put the AWP over towards ticket.
I wonder if that's deliberate there from Jamie. He threw the old Molotov, which does give that angle to Messi, and he just holds it. Cheeky beaky.
That adjustment coming in very late though. And Apex, he just waltzes out.
Respect.
The traditional A-lurk done. Well, Apex, the in-game leader, he'll take that space. Fame's found something.
CT gonna be overlooked here. Good timing from Fame. VP look to at least leave with one round on this defense. Spinks and ZywOo with it all to do. Spinks very disconnected at this point. ZywOo is just going to sit and wait as that bomb will be retrieved. Does this cut of noise get a little bit worried for the B site? It looks like Norbert is acknowledging the potential. Even Flit starting to maneuver further away. It's worked out in their favor. ZywOo, oh, he hears them. Did they not spot him on the jump? I don't think they did. ZywOo's making a play. This could be a huge play. Fame caught out! Oh! And ZywOo's double destroys VP! Not another. Surely not. Big shot back. Of course it's Flit. And now what is that? Norbert, lovely control. ZywOo nearly made the play. The play.
The amount of rounds that have gotten out of control with number advantages is insane in this game, and that would have been another one to chalk up. Some crazy clutches.
If I'm Fame, I'm shaking my head. SMH. Just can't seem to catch a break.
All right, we'll have something to take in the second half, but you wonder if this one's ever going to end with the back and forth nature, with the what has felt like unwinnable or unlosable situations going either way. But once more, we lock horns. Flit charging forward, scaling in front of the smoke. Flamesy takes him down. With the number advantage, they want to back off. Caught at the flash, and Electronic now, he's the one in the open. Norbert finishes off Spinks. 3v4.
An advantage for VP. Looks like VP may be targeting the lesser of the two evils here, with more bodies towards the second letter of the alphabet. Apex with Messi the closest to respond, just pre-aiming that bench walkthrough. I say that, ZywOo thinks he's seen enough. Throws out the smoke and second-guessing himself here. They really are flying blind. This contact walk into A, it seems destined for glory for VP to equalize here in OT. Third overtime. Apex. Oh, the timing. Could not have been better. Activates, finds James, nade to clear on Con. And Norbert disrupted on the plant. Should be able to still get it down here. He's under a lot of pressure though. Has to be planting very quickly. 29, just a couple of bullets could have done it, but Fame finding Apex. Caught on this push through the smoke is Mezzi. VP, they will convert that man advantage.
I give it a go, Zaiwu.
Why not?
Let's have it happen. Let's have some more magic.
A wave of his magic stick. Shy of the mark onto Electronic. We are back to level pegging. 20-20.
21. We do it again for OT number 4, Alex. 22 this time is the number that we are looking for to have the map secured.
At this point, why not?
That'll just keep the game going.
Yeah, why not?
They love staying late last night, I heard, especially with that Spirit versus G2 game.
Right, I'm not sure I'll be able to make NAVI FaZe if this keeps going this way.
Oh, an all-5, look at this. Just a swing.
Straight
out middle. A real change up, sure.
Okay, I guess, says Zaiwu. Apex as well. At least James able to punish. Zaiwu just thought he was able to re-peek into that.
Yeah, well, they're no longer ripping out pages the strap book.
Okay.
They're creating pages the strap book.
Oh, yeah, they're writing it. The ink is still wet as Fame on the warpath into Apex. He should be traded. Ooh. Oh. Lit. Couldn't quite hold on to the spray there. Lost control.
Considering the impact he had in overtime number 1, he was mental. 4K rounds coming out of his ass. This time can't convert onto Apex. Now it's James' turn for another clutch.
Doable. Objective 1 lies over a stone's throw from James' current position. And of course, you can see this paranoia. Doesn't know where to expect these CTs.
Feels like a country mile. I think the fortunate factor is they don't know where it is.
Yeah, it's Mezzi he's uncertain about, right? He doesn't know whether that BABS player has been pushing this whole time. So he's highly concerned about it. We are going to take a quick look at this dry swing. I mean, mixing it up, I guess.
Yeah, you take those every day of the week. I think if you want to try something as risky as that this deep, definitely trying to catch Vitality off guard.
Checking back in with the James walk. Getting his steps, 10,000 a day.
He's been able to pick up the necessary package for the objective, but still just searching. Vitality have absolutely no idea where James is either.
Here he comes. Apex is hearing him. Motor mouth letting him know, and oh, James not ready. It's a tough one. Had he had the bomb, it's a different situation. It's a different round, but as we discussed, Mezzi, the unknown entity. Apex, the AWP vendor. Make sure Zaiwu has the same weapon in which he opened the previous round.
All right, what comes next? I saw Xtas just before we got into play there signaling to take the tactical timeout, so he'll use another. He's getting the luxury. If the overtimes keep coming, he keeps getting a 30-second chat available. This time, the advantage for them to close things out. Let's see, are they able to come up with the solution? I don't think VP will be going for a dry swing out top mid anytime soon. And look, if we do need to flick back to VP on the CT side, we can start having a bit more of a conversation about Fame. I was saying that, you know, you and I are looking into the positions before we get into this, and it feels like Fame and Electronic have been flip-flopping a little bit in recent times of who's the short player and who's the A anchor, and maybe this is why Fame is having a couple of qualms. Might not be his necessary comfort zone, but Electronic, his voice might be just a little bit louder in getting the positions that he's looking for. Regardless, might be a conversation for VP to break down after the fact. This time Smokes used the standard window and top cat with the connector Molotov as well to try and constrict some of this mid control. No, but smoked off.
It's a forward position from Flames, but confident with Zaiwu's cover. Oh, they're jumping up. Apex will be out by this on the spam. Electronic will just himself into the ledge, allows him to be a late piece, a late arrival as the pressure gets turned up on A. Vulnerable to a short swing, but no such move from Spinks just yet. Concedes window? That's going to be a gap. Electronic, I don't know whether or not he's going to be wanting to make the first move.
Well, a bit of a gamble right now from Vitality. You can see this boost on B, but that's where Apex is joining, so getting a bit of an inkling, unless they want to try and clear out middle from short.
So I was leaving as well. Oh, unfortunately. They give him the sound cues, and that's the fight, and it's the same result for Flick. Can't seem to win these duels just yet. Electronic does arrive. Even Stevens. 3v3, never mind. Flames down, comms are good. Electronic spams another. Electronic, a multi-kill. Triple kill. Gets away with it as well. Mezzi, what can you do? 15 seconds as James still hesitant to plant. Worried Mezzi may already made his way. James and Mezzi.
It's 10 seconds, James.
Yeah.
James, don't. James!
No, he's planted in the open, and Mezzi just...
That's the round, that's the game!
He's clutched up, that's the win. It should not, it cannot end like that. Overlooking, planting for his opponent, and that, of all ways for it to end, is madness.
Apex missed a sitter on Electronic in the window. Electronic goes on to get a multi-kill. James walks out in the open on short. Visible to short on his own, just has to plant the bomb, too scared to make the move, and
Bine, băieți, vă las că nu mă lasă deloc să trăiesc liniștit, ce să mai zic de vorbit, pneumonia asta. Azi e o zi super nasoală. Din păcate e prima zi în care simt regres de la a mă face mai bine. Și mi-am găsit până la urmă pastila aia pe care mi-am pierdut-o. Am vreo 9 medicamente de luat ca să mă fac bine și nu știu, sper. Eu aș vrea să mai fiu live cu aș vrea să mai fiu live și cu meciul. Aș vrea să fac live toată ziua, dar nu pot. Și să văd dacă mai intru live cu meciul lui Ime cu NAVI versus FaZe diseară, dar dacă o să fiu tot așa, nu știu dacă pot. Mă duc să îmi fac un ceai și să stau în pat, că altceva nu știu ce să fac decât să încerc să-mi fac repaus și să-mi țin cald la plămâni în spate. Pentru cei care nu știți, din păcate am făcut pneumonie și e cam nasol. Vă doresc o zi frumoasă și ieri am dus 8 ore jumate de live, aproape 9, astăzi nu merge, din păcate. Vă mulțumesc frumos și ne vedem mâine în cel mai rău caz, bine? Vă mulțumesc din suflet, vă pup!